So dear friends, in today's lecture we will discuss Curie law. In Curie law we will determine Curie constant for different metal ions. For example, for a complex containing 1 unpaired electron, 2 unpaired electrons, 3 unpaired electrons. Basically we will know how we can determine Curie constant for different types of ions, for ions containing different number of unpaired electrons. So this question has not questions from this like that has not been asked yet, but I hope questions will be asked in near future, because this is very important concept. Now what Curie law tells us? Curie law basically Curie law relates magnetic susceptibility with magnetic susceptibility, that's chi m with temperature. Variation of magnetic susceptibility with temperature, that is Curie law. According to this law, magnetic susceptibility chi m is inversely proportional to temperature. Now see, if we use equality sign over here, then chi m is equal to C divided by T, where this C is known as Curie constant. This C is called Curie constant. It's called Curie constant. Basically, we have to determine this Curie constant for different types of ions. For species containing unpaired electrons, for different species containing different unpaired electrons. Now we'll see how we are going to determine that thing. First, we will see this equation. Chi m is inversely is equal to C by T, where chi m is molar magnetic susceptibility, C is Curie constant, T is temperature. Now see, if we show graphical representation of this equation, chi m is equal to C by T. Now here magnetic susceptibility is inversely proportional to T. Basically, if we plot this chi m magnetic susceptibility with temperature, what we will get? We will get graph of this type, because chi m decreases with increase in temperature. Here we are increasing temperature towards this side and chi m decreases like this. This is one type of graph we can get from this equation. Or if we plot a graph between chi m versus 1 by T, chi m versus 1 by T. By 1 by T I mean that in this equation, this is by 1 by T, I mean that in this equation chi m is equal to C by T. If we have to plot a graph between 1 by T, 1 by T means this T will come over here, it will become direct proportionality, means chi m versus 1 by T means it is directly proportional to, because T will come over here, it is directly proportional to T, therefore graph will be like this. This is chi m versus T, 1 by T. This is chi m versus 1 by T. Graph will be a straight line. Now also we can plot a graph like this. If we have equation like this, chi m is inversely proportional to C by T. If we take this T over here, this will be chi m into T is equal to C, means product of chi m and temperature is equal to constant. Means if we plot a graph between this chi m versus T, chi m T versus T, then we will get a constant value, that is constant, it's equal to C. We get this constant, it is equal to C. This constant means it has same value at all temperatures. These are three types of graphs which we obtain from this equation, from Curie equation. Now question may be asked, 2-mark question, which of the following represents graph of Curie law? A graph between chi m versus 1 by T, or graph between chi m T versus T, or graph between chi m versus T. These are three types of graphs. Now let us come to the main point of this concept. The main point of this concept is, we know now Curie law is equal to, in Curie law chi m is equal to C by T. But what is this chi m? This is magnetic susceptibility. This chi m magnetic susceptibility, it is equal to N, this is Avogadro's number, G square, where G is gyromagnetic ratio, beta square, beta is Bohr magneton, divided by 3 K divided by 3 KT, where K is Boltzmann's constant, into S plus 1, where S is the spin of an electron. S is spin of an electron. From here, this N is equal to Avogadro number. This is Avogadro number, and we know that its value is 6.022 in 10 raised power 23 G is equal to gyromagnetic ratio. Gyromagnetic ratio. This gyromagnetic ratio, its value is approximately, here we use approximately, its value is 2. And this beta is equal to Bohr magneton. And this K is equal to Boltzmann constant. And T is temperature over here. Now see, one thing you have to remember over here, this N beta square divided by K, it is equal to, its value you have to remember, it is equal to 0.0375. It is equal to 0.0375. If we correlate this equation with this, now chi-m is inversely proportional to 1 by T, means this chi-m is inversely proportional to 1 by T. Then this thing will be equal to C. This thing will be equal to C. Because C by T, C is equal to then N G square beta square 3K. Now we'll see how we can determine it for different types of ions. This is the equation which you have to remember. Chi-m is equal to C by T. But this chi-m is equal to N G square, that beta square divided by 3KT, where the symbols have their usual meanings. And beta square upon K is equal to 0.0375. Now we'll apply this equation for different types of compounds, ions or complexes, which are different types of unpaired electrons. For example, if we have one unpaired electron, for one unpaired electron means, for example, for D1 species. D1 species means, for example, we have a complex titanium hexaecho 3 plus. In this case, titanium is in +3 oxidation state. Atomic number of titanium, it has 3d2, 4s2 configuration. But titanium is in +3 oxidation state. Therefore, it is 3d1 species. By 3d1 species, I mean that it has only one electron. This is unpaired electron. We know that spin of unpaired electron is S is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, we can determine S into S plus 1. Now, we can determine over here S and C values. Now, see, we can determine chi-m for this electron. It will be equal to N G square beta square divided by 3K S into S plus 1, where S is 1 by 2 for one electron. Therefore, we have N G square beta square divided by 3K 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. That will be equal to N G square beta square divided by 3K 1 by 2 plus 1. This is 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 1s are 2. That is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Now 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. 3 1s are 3. 2 2s are 4. It becomes equal to 3 by 4 into 3 by 4. Now solving this, 3 and 3 will go. We will get over here N beta square G square upon K is into 1 by 4. Now see, we know that N beta square upon K is equal to 0.0375 into G. G we have taken G, I have already told you G is approximately 2 here. That means into 2 square divided by K into 4. This 2 square is equal to 4. 4 and 4 will go. Therefore, we get over here value of chi-m equal to this is K, value of K, N beta square divided by K is equal to 0.0375. This is the value of chi-m. Now we determined chi-m, we can determine Curie constant. Now we know that Curie constant from this equation is equal to, one thing I have missed over here, this is Ng square beta square divided by 3KT. This is Ng square divided by 3KT. This is 3KT, this is KT, and this is divided by T. This is by T. Therefore, chi-m into T, chi-m T will be equal to 0.0375. Now we'll determine Curie constant C over here. For this D1 species, we will determine Curie constant. Now determining Curie constant, how can we determine it? Now see, in Curie constant, chi-m is equal to this thing. Chi-m is equal to this thing. means we know that chi m is equal to n g square beta square divided by 3k 3kt s into s plus 1. Now we also know that chi m is equal to c by t. Relating these two equations, therefore c by t will be equal to n g square beta square divided by 3kt s into s plus 1. Now see here, t and t will go, therefore c will be equal to n g square beta square divided by 3k s into s plus 1. Now from this equation you can determine value of c. Value of Curie constant can be determined from this equation. Let us determine value of Curie constant over here. Let us determine value of Curie constant, and multiplying this value of Curie constant by T, we can get magnetic susceptibility. Now Curie constant will be equal to n g square beta square divided by 3k s into s plus 1. For 1 unpaired electron, this s is equal to half n beta square divided by 3k into g square into s plus 1, that's 1 half into 1 half plus 1. 1 half into 1 half plus 1 is equal to 2 ones are 2, that is 3 by 4. That's n beta square into g square divided by 3k into, this is 4, 3 by 4. This is 3 by 4. Now see, 1 half into 1 half plus 1. 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that is 3 by 2 into 1 by 2, that is 3 by 4. Now see what happens over here. This 3 and 3 will go. Curie constant will come out to be n beta square divided by k, n beta square divided by k into g square into 1 by 4. Now this thing is equal to 0.0375 into g square. G is 2, that is 2 square, that is 4 by 4. It comes out to be 0.0375. This is Curie constant. Now Curie constant and magnetic susceptibility comes out to be same. Only thing you have to determine, you have to divide this Curie constant by temperature. You will get magnetic susceptibility. Means you can determine only one thing. If you are asked to determine magnetic susceptibility, you can determine Curie constant and divide it by temperature. That will be magnetic susceptibility. Let us do for other species. For 2 electrons, for 3 electrons, for 4 electrons, by taking this example, by taking this formula, sorry, not example, formula. For D2 electrons, if we have 2 electrons, D2 species, in case of D2 species, these electrons, for example, they are unpaired electrons. Now S will be equal to 1 half plus 1 half, that's equal to 2 by 2, that's equal to 1. Therefore, S into S plus 1 will be equal to 1 into 1 plus 1, that's equal to 2. Here S into S plus 1 comes out to be 2. Now we use the formula C is equal to n beta square into g square divided by 3k into S plus 1 comes out to be 2. Now see, g n beta square divided by k, its value is 0.0375. N beta square divided by k, its value is 0.0375. Into g square, g is all approximately equal to 2, that is 2 square 4 divided by 3, k we have used n beta square by k into 2. Now you can solve it. This will come out to be 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 0.0125 into 4 into 2. This will come out to be 1.0. This is Curie constant for a species containing 2 unpaired electrons. Now if you have to determine magnetic susceptibility chi m, that's equal to C by T, that will be 1 by T. Or if you have to determine chi m T, that will be equal to this 1.0. This is how you have to determine. Let us take one more example having 3 ions, having 3 unpaired electrons. Let us take one more example having 3 unpaired electrons. If we have 3 unpaired electrons, here S will be equal to 1 half plus 1 half plus 1 half. That means 3 by 2. Using the formula S into S plus 1, it will be equal to 3 by 2 into 3 by 2 plus 1. Now 2 ones are 2, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 by 2, 3 by 2 into 5 by 2. 5 3s are 15 by 4. Means S into S plus 1 comes out to be 15 by 4. Now C is equal to N beta square into g square divided by 3k into S plus 1. That comes out to be 15 by 4. Now see n beta square upon k, its value is 0.0375 divided by 3. G, value of g is 2, that is 2 square, that's 4 into 15 by 4. Now 3 1s are 3 5s are 15. Now 4 and 4 will go, we get 0.0375 into 5. Now this comes out to be 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35 plus 2 37, 5 3s are 15 to 3 18. That's 1.87. Means C will come out to be 1.87. And chi-m over will come out to be C by T. C is 1.875, or you can take it 1.88 approximately divided by T. This will be equal to chi-m. I hope you guys understand now. For any species you can determine Curie constant. This question has not been asked. I hope questions like such will be asked in competitive exams, because I had not found a useful explanation for determining Curie constant from YouTube. So I thought I have to upload it for you people. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, if you like my lectures, then please comment in the comment section and press like button. Thanks for watching.